Hi, thanks for joining me. Today will be a bit different again. Normally I'm looking at vintage knives. This week I'm going to take a couple episodes and document some much more recent ones. These are the Dessert Warriors. They're a new lighthearted color scheme for some established knife models. Mostly these come from the online knife retailer BladeHQ.com. The story goes that sometime around 2020, BladeHQ was ordering a restock of some Boker Kalashnikovs with the Desert Warrior color scheme, but the person doing the ordering misspelled desert as dessert. So some things happened and they ended up making a few and they sold them out real quick and then they couldn't keep up with demand. So then in addition to Boker, all sorts of major manufacturers like Microtech and Civivi started getting in on it and they made their own donut knives too. I think I've got 16 to 20 knives here. A lot of them are Bokers, so today I'm just going to do Bokers. Tomorrow will be the non-Boker knives, and then I've definitely got enough for a third video. I'm going to start with the original. This one started it all. This is the Boker Dessert Warrior Kalashnikov Dagger in donut color with a 3¼ inch blue blade, and all the Bokers today are BladeHQ.com exclusives. Dagger meaning the spear point blade. This one hasn't been available in retail for a couple years if I understood correctly. Things could change by the day, of course. And as with all the Bokers that I'm showing today, the blade steel is AUS-8 or AUS-8. It's a tough, corrosion-resistant Japanese steel. The original Kalashnikovs, they're copper-colored. They have a D2 steel. That might be the only difference in build. All these Bokers, they're not really the highest quality knives. They're more mid-range. I'd expect most of these to be carried, most of the Dessert Warriors they sold. The handles, they're aluminum. They've got a high strength-to-weight ratio. They're durable. They're corrosion-resistant. They're super lightweight. The grip is pretty solid. One thing to note is the grip is pillowed like speed bumps rather than recessed or concave like some other Boker aluminums. Kalashnikovs are push-button automatics, of course, but there's no safety switch lock here. I keep trying to thumb the safety. It doesn't exist. It does take some good pressure, some intentional pressure to release the blade. They do have a lanyard hole and a deep pocket clip. This is the standard size 3½ inch blade, fully extended 7.6 and change. To close is standard button release. It's pretty funny. I got 2 of these. This guy's got no box, nothing but the knife. The other one's new in the box. Same with all these today, so I've got 2 of each. The ones I don't take out are new mint condition. All these are completely unused, probably only fired a handful of times. And next is the Mini. This is a 2½ inch blade, so not California legal, unfortunately. Still very strong. They've got great action. I really like this one. Here it is compared to the standard size. And the pattern is just scaled down. It uses the same exact pattern on both knives. The construction's the same. The button and screw sizes are the same. The standard one appears to have a fleck of missing paint on the button here. The back has the same clip. This thing is light as a feather. It weighs less than 2 ounces. It almost seems weightless. I've got 2 of these also. He bought one of each for show and tell and then kept the other one boxed. Next is the Kalashnikov XXL, not just an XL. This is an extra, extra large. It's comically large. It's almost 11 inches extended. This is a lot of knife. And it's all the same features here, just larger. Also the hard-to-get original dagger blade pattern. These only have one edge and a dull spine. It does have the dagger look, though, with the beveling to each side. Holding this feels right. It's not as awkward as it seems it might be when it's closed. It really seems like a self-defense weapon, though. Something about the dagger shape. Something from a horror movie poster or like Killer Clowns or something. Simpsons Halloween, maybe. And it's weird to see how sharp they are. When I hold them, especially with how light they are, I just want to treat them like toys. Definitely not a good idea. Here's all 3 together. Then at some point they released one called a Remix. It's reversed colors on the handle and the blades. Otherwise, same exact thing here. So I'm just going to look at its condition. This one here is the only mark I've seen aside from the first button. The pink paint shows the spring marks a lot better. Even the boxed one has this. I would bet they all do. Here they are together. And the remix I have 2 boxes for, same as the next one. And then last for the Bokers today, I've got a Wiener Warrior, 2 Wiener Warriors. Obviously a hot dog theme. They also sell a cocktail weenie, a mini, and a foot-long XXL. They've made a few different kinds of foods actually since this one. Standard Kalashnikov, different blade fitted in. The grind on this blade is tapered like a straight razor, and the top is rounded. It's a D2 steel. Not bad. It's a very tough steel, but lower quality than the AUS 8. And I also have 2 of these, same mint condition and with boxes. And that's all I've got for the Boker Specialty BladeHQ knives today. 2 more videos coming on the donut knives. Soon I'm going to start what should be a pretty amazing Fighting Rooster series from the 1980s. I've got more than 40 Rooster stockments. So if you'd like to see those or other vintage and sometimes not so vintage knives, feel free to subscribe and join me, or check out some of my other videos.